So I just saw Marvel's Black Panther and it was boring. It was a very average and largely inoffensive, unspecial film. It's not a film I would consider to be bad, but it's also not a film I would consider to be good either. Now, whatever political conversations that you all are oh so productively having on the internet are things that do not affect my opinion of this film whatsoever. The fact that this is being considered a political movie at all is just baffling. Quite honestly, I'm just imagining the rich white Disney executives laughing over this whole situation. And the idea that this film is somehow the new litmus test to determine whether or not someone is racist is just fucking stupid. Not loving this movie doesn't make you any more racist than loving this movie makes you not racist. Newsflash, most Marvel movies are painfully average and boring. This film was yet another Marvel movie. Do the math. If you wish to support talented black filmmakers, check out my second favorite director, Steve McQueen. 12 Years a Slave was an amazing movie, and so was Moonlight, directed by Barry Jenkins. So excuse me if I'm a little irked that instead of the general public considering those to be important films, no, instead it's Black Panther, a dumb, boring, cookie-cutter Marvel movie that only exists to sell toys to children and obsessive nerds. The amount of people in this film that died bloodless deaths while being stabbed by spears just reaffirms what this film's target audience is. There's a scene where a character gets her fucking throat slit, and there is no blood. Despite the action being perfectly visible and in frame, and even covering a decent amount of screen time, there is no blood whatsoever, and it looks ridiculous. This is a movie for children, and it's fucking embarrassing that it's now apparently at the forefront of adult political conversations. Much like the film itself, the 2-hour and 15-minute runtime felt largely unnecessary. The first half of the film just dragged on for what felt like an eternity. Things started to pick up once the action scenes started happening, but in the scope of the whole film, they felt largely infrequent. Instead, we just got really boring dialogue scenes with the occasional cringe-inducing humor thrown in. There is a scene where they threw in a "what are those" joke. Ugh! The combined pain I could feel from the audience when that happened. It was cringe-tastic. Now, despite having my criticisms, this film was not all bad. I really enjoyed the action scene when they left the casino. The remote driving concept was kinda cool. Lupita Nyong'o did a great job as usual. Andy Serkis was very entertaining and watchable. Some of the action scenes were pretty fun. The film's soundtrack was actually very unique and refreshing compared to other Marvel films. And that's about it. The majority of this film is just passively neutral. There's maybe one or two shots that look nice aesthetically. Most of the movie just looks incredibly fake. So much of this film takes place outdoors, but it just feels like they're standing in a fucking factory. The special effects were nothing amazing, just really average and overpresent. Fake environments, fake spaceships, fake rhinos, fake snow. I mean, obviously you'd have to fake a lot of these things, but it would be nice if it didn't feel fake, you know? The special effects in Blade Runner 2049 never felt fake, and that movie cost $50 million less. So yeah, if you want to watch a dumb, boring Marvel movie made for children, then go see this, I guess. I'm well aware that this is exactly the type of film that very many people actually want, and it should come as no surprise to you for me to say that this is not my type of movie. I had very similar feelings about Captain America, Iron Man, and the Avengers. Believe it or not, some people watched this movie for reasons that were completely apolitical. Some people just wanted to watch a big muscly African man wrestle people in a cat costume. And a lot of people just have really unhealthy obsessions with Marvel superhero characters. So if you're obsessed with Marvel films, then check this one out, I guess, because it is really not much more than that. And I'm giving this one a 5 out of 10.